Bruyne's corner. Holland! Goal! It's Mo Salah! It's Mo Salah! Absolutely sensational!
I'm alive. Welcome back for another live stream. How's everyone doing? Welcome back for the first stream of 2026-27. FPL goes live shortly. That's about all we know. I don't know exactly when, what time, but I thought we'd go live in advance of FPL launching, talk about the new features, talk about some of the prices they've revealed. So welcome everyone to this stream. It's good to be back. I'm feeling a bit rusty. The stream wouldn't go live when I first hit the button, so I had to fix that. But now we're live. Welcome everyone to another season of FPL. How are we doing? How did everyone get on last season? Just quickly before we talk about the new season. How did everyone finish? Good rank finish? Did you win your league? Disappointing end? Get involved in the chat. It's good to be back, isn't it? It's good to finally have FPL back after a couple of months. Not long now. I reckon it'll be in the next hour, but I don't know. I don't actually know when it launches, but my best guess is going to be sometime this early afternoon. So we've got Sarva's in the chat, P. Walker. We've got S-Bar, Valentin, El Senya Lump says, good afternoon, Oscar. Wishing you a great season. Love you. Lee's here, TX Live, Andy, CH, Tice, Knox, Danny Baker, FPL Down Under, Heather. How do we get on? 116k, third in the league, very nice. Top 2.8k, smashed it. Top 1.5%. Honeymoon is over. Honeymoon is over, so that's the other thing, look. Got converted Miss Focal to Mrs. Focal over the summer, so it's been a busy summer. There we are. What a day. 81k, you blew it, mate. 256th in the world. Outside the top million. FPL's back, game on. Can I have a hug? Of course you can, mate. Nox, congrats, dude. Thank you very much. Yeah. So it's been a good summer. Cracking summer. Best summer ever, actually. I said in my wedding speech that I'll look back on this as the best year of my life, and I said in no particular order: Arsenal winning the league and getting married to her, which got a big eye roll. Harry's in the chat. How are you doing, Harry? Harry was there actually at the wedding. What a day that was. Wedding cake left over. I think there is some in the freezer. We provided all the alcohol as well, so I've got like crates and crates left of alcohol to get through. But we'll get there. No, I didn't play World Cup Fantasy. Did you guys play it? How was it? Was it a good game? Punch him. Mate, you're not the first to say that. Every time I post a photo of her, everyone's like, oh, you're punching Focal. Well, I'll take it. I've got it locked down now. Top 2k. Nah, I've tried to get her into FPL, but she gave up after like 2 weeks. She's really interested in, obviously, the World Cup we've had as well, and she was really into that and following England closely, and we watched every game together. One of the games was when we were on the honeymoon, and which one was that? I can't remember which game it was, but we won. Who was it we played? Norway. Yeah, the Norway game. Thanks very much. So yeah, FPL's back today. I reckon it'll be fairly soon, next hour. I don't know. I've got an auto refresher on here, so I'll know as soon as it goes live, and as soon as it does, I'll just let you know, and then you can quickly enter your team, get a good ID. Do you guys care about getting a good ID? Is it a badge of honor, getting a good ID? Last season my ID was 200, which is the best ID I've ever got. I don't know if it's the lowest I've ever got, but like the best, because it's just a perfectly round number. But yeah, I've got the auto refresher on, so we've got it locked in here. You're going to know the second FPL goes live. You might even hear a noise. I just found some browser add-on. This is how locked in we are. I found a browser add-on on Google, and it auto refreshes, and it plays a sound. Oh wait, I haven't got that enabled. Play sound if content changed. Right, there we go. And it plays a sound the second the page changes. So you might even hear like a ding, and that means FPL's live. So we're good. How we doing, Dave? Good to see you, mate. What's an ID? Well, every manager's got their own ID. So like the first manager who enters a team will have ID 1. The second manager is ID 2 and so on. And you get an ID, and it's mainly used for like putting your ID on live rank sites. There was the ding. You've written a script in Tamper Monkey that does the same. God, Tamper Monkey, I've not heard that for a while. Can you customize the sound? Let's test the sound, and you say if you can hear this. Did that come through? Oh wait, there's other ones. There's other ones we can do. Is that quite loud? That sounded really loud in my ear. Let me turn it down a little bit. Maybe turn the music up a little bit. We'll go, what's sound 6? Sound 7? No. I think we'll stick with sound 1. Yeah. Right. Sorry if that was loud. Let me go back over to chat. Oh, did someone just become a member? Let me just sort my chat out here. Who was it? Was it Dave? Sound 1 sucks. Alright, Harry doesn't like sound 1. We're changing it then. Sound 2? Doorbell. What about that? I'll leave that on then. Ding ding! So if you hear that, FPL's live. Where the hell is even my stream deck? Oh, it's over there. David, thank you very much for becoming a member. Did it do the confetti? It did. Thank you very much for becoming a member, and OPM as well for the 5 months. He says, "Hey Oscar, what's up? It's nice to see you again. It's good to be live." We're going to talk about like the new prices and stuff, the new features and all that stuff. And I reckon we won't be too long to FPL's live, but I don't actually know. Doorbell works. All right, we'll go with that. Do you know Eric? Yeah, me and Eric are in. Obviously, Eric won FPL, and we've been in touch quite a bit. Like, we started speaking last season, and I said, "Do you want to do a video together?" And then Eric was just like so brilliant on camera, really well spoken. Like, he speaks better English than me, and I'm actually English. So yeah, he ended up going on to win FPL, and yeah, we stayed in touch. Like, we've been speaking a bit over the summer, and yeah, hopefully we'll do another video like in pre-season, see what the FPL Champs Game Week 1 draft is looking like. The app's going to crash and we all go on. Nah, I reckon. I mean, they must have upgraded everything because they've added loads of stuff, right? Now the FPL site is going to update live. So where does that leave live rank site? So you guys still going to use live FPL Game Week? They've now incorporated that onto FPL. So say you're watching a game and a goal goes in, you can go on the FPL site and you'll see right then what your new points and your new rank and new mini league spot is. Whereas before, obviously, it used to take hours, didn't it? But now that's immediate. I'll still use live FPL because there's loads of stuff it has that I'm guessing the FPL site doesn't, like effective ownership and like chip usage and that sort of thing. But we're gonna have a good crack at our own live rank as well on the Focal app. I mean, the one on the Focal app was really limited. It was just literally gave you a number. You enter your ID and then it just says, here's your new rank. But we're going to do one. We've been working on one that looks really good. I don't know if I can show you here. Maybe I shouldn't tease it. But we've been working on this. Maybe I could. I've got to be careful what I share here because this is my ideas doc with all my big ideas. But you'll see how good this looks. So something like that. That's where we're up to. Obviously you can just get it on the FPL site now, but it's just another way of getting that information. So we're working on that for this season. That's exciting. And loads more. So if anyone's not got the Focal app, I'll put the QR code there actually. The app's free, loads of good tools on there. So yeah, scan that or just search FPL Focal in the App Store. 500,000 managers ended up using it last season, which is mad. Optimistic with the 8k rank. It was a bit optimistic. Didn't even. I think when I made that, when we were working on that, I was actually 8k at the time, but I bottled it and I ended up like 25k. Did FPL steal everything from your app? The Rio photo on the page looks nothing like him. So let's talk about some of the new signings, some of the new features. Which one should we talk about first? We talk about the players. What does everyone think of Rodgers to Chelsea? Is he going to be good at Chelsea as an FPL asset? Like Verts playing as a 10 was unbelievable under Alonso. And now we've got Rodgers to Chelsea. What do we think? Harry says Rodgers in all caps. I've got a feeling he's going to be really good at Chelsea. Which is really annoying as well as an Arsenal fan, because I really rate Rodgers. I don't know if he's worth 117 million. Haven't Aston Villa signed Garnacho for like 50 mil? So maybe they've just come to some agreement there. I reckon. What do you think he'll cost, guys? We'll do predictions as well on the ones we don't know. I think he'll be about 8 million. And I think he could be a really good asset. Harry says we're going to win the league. Rodgers, João Pedro, Palmer, front three. That does sound unbelievable, to be fair. 8 million. Yeah, I reckon 8. Financial fair play again. Yeah, I think he could be 8. That'd be my prediction. Okay, what about... So we've had a reveal that Krupi's a midfielder now. Krupi's a midfielder now, and FPL wrote on their website yesterday that Bruno has got the joint biggest price rise of 3 million. And they said joint biggest price increase, so another player, or at least one other player, has got a 3 million increase. So is it Krupi, or is it like, who else had a really good season? Or is it Semenyo or Thiago? I reckon Krupi is a 7.5 million midfielder. Because he was 4.5 million, remember? So I reckon he's gone from 4.5 to 7.5, and he's a midfielder now. Harry, yeah, what do you think to Alex's question? Will Rodgers play in his natural position of a 10, or will he play out wide to accommodate Palmer? So would it be Rodgers down the left, or will Rodgers play as a 10, Neto left? Anderson 5 to 8 million. Oh, surely they don't make Anderson 8 million. Oh, nah, I can't imagine it. Maybe we do polls as we go as well. We have Krupi as a mid for 7.5 mil. I do know that they've got really bad fixtures. So I don't know if I'll have him from Game Week 1, but obviously on pens, like opening 5 game weeks, they've got City, Everton, Newcastle, Brentford, Liverpool. Is it any better if we go further afield? I feel like I might wait. There they go. Look, and then they've got Chelsea. I think he's going to be really popular, but I don't know if I'll pick him up. I like the reclassification. It feels a bit wrong to call Krupi a midfielder, but obviously it's just because he was playing in behind Evan Ilson. I get why they've done it. But yeah, I don't know if I'll have him from Game Week 1. Maybe if you're able to bench him away at City, and then you've got Everton home, Newcastle away, Brentford home, Liverpool home, Chelsea away. But for 7.5 mil, Rice. But that, nah, Rice wouldn't be 9.5 mil. I can't see that. I think it has to be Krupi's 7.5. Semenyo's 10 mil, but that seems kind of high. 10 mil for Semenyo. Or Thiago is 9 million. I don't know if they'd make Thiago 9 mil either. I feel like he should be 8.5 max. So maybe we could actually filter by projections instead. So like for clean sheets, Arsenal are top for the opening 5. Then City, Liverpool, Man United, Everton, Brighton, Newcastle. One thing they did change is how bonus works, and now it benefits fullbacks more. So like I look at Liverpool third there. Maybe Kirkes could be good. Robertson's gone. You're not owning Thiago, Harry. What's Brent? Let me go on projected goals. I mean, they're not far. What are they? 5th there? 6th. Tottenham home, Leeds away, Sunderland home, Bournemouth away, Chelsea home. You're not going to own him. No, I don't think he'll be 9 mil. I reckon Thiago will be 8 or 8.5. I mean, actually, in fairness, when you go on projected goals, Bournemouth, what's that, 7th? So maybe Krupi is viable. It's actually the same as Brentford as well. But obviously, Thiago, he's like 90 minutes every game, whereas Thiago's 90 minutes every game, whereas Krupi, like, not even totally nailed, comes off early. I reckon it'll go live within the next hour, but I don't know. Harry's drunk already. Can't get 100 pens again. I mean, he did score a load of pens, Thiago, but yeah, he's not going to have as good a season. I think that's a fair prediction. So what are we saying on Krupi then? 41% will own him for 7.5 mil. Reclassified to mid. 59% won't. All right, let's do a big one next. Bruno Fernandes, 12 million. Will we own Bruno? $12 million. We know that one. That's confirmed. He's 12 million this season. So 3 million price increase. Obviously got the most assists in Premier League history last season. Now United have got Europe to contend with. That is always a factor. That's another reason that I'm really looking at Chelsea from Game Week 1. Because they literally don't have any Europe. And they've got a really strong squad. And they've got a world-class manager coming in. So I think we have to look at Chelsea assets. So I'm really curious to know what Palmer's going to cost. What do we think Palmer will be? How much will Palmer be? Would they drop him below 10 mil? Because obviously he's had the summer off as well. And he'll have a price drop. And they've got no Europe. And they've got Alonso in charge. I still have a lot of faith in Palmer. Like, he needed that time off, didn't he? He was refusing to have surgery. He was having groin issues. And you could tell he wasn't at his best. Wait, if he's 9 mil, he's an absolute lock for me. I think I'd have to lose Bruno, though. Our teams are going to look bad this season. Well, because Haaland, Bruno and Gabriel cost 6.5 million more than it did at Game Week 1 last season. 6.5 million more for Haaland, Bruno and Gabriel. Ben, thank you for becoming a member as well. Thank you very much, Ben. Appreciate you, Ben Edger. And thank you again, David. Palmer, 8.5 to 9 million. Oh, I can't imagine them going that low. Maybe 9.5. Nine and a half, 100%. Maybe they will go just below 100. How much did he go up to when he had that breakout season? Because that was the year he was 5 million, and then he got, was it 244 points? What was he the next season? Was it like 10.5 or something? Yeah. Anyway, so Bruno's 12 million, which is a huge increase, but obviously they have to account for no Salah as well. Because Salah's been like a mainstay in FPL for many years, and I mean, last season was the first one that he wasn't a really relevant FPL asset. So we're entering a different era in the Premier League now, and yeah, I think that's why Haaland's gone up even further, and obviously Bruno's got a huge leap as well. 12, yeah, the fixtures though as well. So if we go back over here. So projected goals for the opening 5 game weeks, or even opening 6. They're 4th, and you could captain him for quite a few of these. Like Hull game week 1. I guess Haaland's going to be the most popular captain for Bournemouth home. But it's not out of the question for Man United for Bruno to outscore Haaland for a fixture like Hull. Where did Hull come in the Championship? Weren't they like 6th, and they won on the playoffs? They must be the favourite to go back down. With the greatest respect to Hull fans who haven't even played a Premier League game yet since coming up. But Ipswich home, game week 2. Obviously you can go both, but it's just so much budget. It's kind of like where we were last season. Very few went Haaland and Salah, just because the two of them combined was so much money. Hull would have got relegated based off XG. That's crazy. Don't underestimate Hull. They've just signed the mighty Matt Targett. Targett plays FPL. I'll have to try and find his team again. FPL Prices in the chat. He says Hull were one of the worst XGC of all Championship clubs last year. Like, obviously last season Sunderland were the worst of the 3 in terms of where they were in the table when they came up, right? But I think, yeah, Sunderland ended up having by far the strongest season of the promoted 3, so obviously anything's possible. Like, they spent big but absolutely nailed it with their signings, Sunderland. So yeah, obviously we can't rule Hull out, but that is a great fixture. And obviously Ipswich home game week 2 for Man United. And McKenna's stepped down, right? So yeah, 12 million. What's the poll looking like? 67% will own him. 33% won't. Alright, another big one. The second most expensive that a defender has ever been in FPL history. Gabriel, after getting over 200 points, is 8 million. Putting a poll up now. 8 million. Like, obviously, if he has another season like that, he'll be great for points per million. You just don't really captain him. That's the difference between having Haaland and Bruno, or just going Haaland and Gabriel. Is anyone going to have all 3? I feel like that uses up too much budget. What keyboard do you use? It's a Aula, A-U-L-E-R. I'm not sure what the model is, but that's it there. 8 million. And then obviously I tweeted yesterday about Mosquera, and I think a lot of people immediately had the same thoughts, but we're being linked with signing another centre back. The 2 names I've seen is Stones and Konsa. I'd much rather Stones on a free, just to kind of tide us over until Saliba's back. But Saliba's out for months in all likelihood, so we won't see him for ages. Gamer nerd. So, Stones to Chelsea. I'd love Stones as a signing. I think his wages would be ridiculous, but obviously it'd be a free transfer. So, I'm not sure. I don't know if Ben White is okay or not, because obviously he got injured right at the end of last season. I think was he going to be in the England squad? But anyway, yeah. So I don't know if White's back or not, but yeah, obviously Saliba's out for months, so I think Arsenal probably do sign another centre back, because it'll be Mosquera. I guess it'll be the first choice, but maybe not, because Stones is obviously really good. Like, he was solid at the World Cup. How do you apply for the experts? I'll do a tweet in like a week or two, and I'll post on my channel. I need to decide what the minimum requirements are. You know, it'd be something like a couple of top 10Ks minimum, or maybe like 6 top 100Ks in recent years. I need to decide what the new requirements will be, but I'll do that, and then obviously anyone can apply that meets the requirements to join the expert series. Yeah, Timber injured as well. He had to pull out of the Netherlands squad, didn't he? Why is City getting rid of Stones? I mean, last season he barely played. He was just injured all season, wasn't he? It's a weird one, isn't it? Because then, like, at the World Cup, he was just available the whole time. So, I don't know. Something's going on there, perhaps. Maybe he really was injured, and then he just happened to get fine right as the World Cup was starting. I mean, top 1K is even better, but it's just top 10K. What's the experts being talked about? It's a YouTube series I have, which basically uses data from top all-time managers that have got really good rank histories. And the idea is, there's normally like 200 or 300 of them. And then every game week I send out this private questionnaire to them. What transfer are you making, if any? Who are you selling? Who are you buying? Who are you captaining? Have you got any chips active? All of this. And then I put it all together into a video every week called The Experts. And basically, because their rank histories are so good, it's really useful data, in theory, to help inform your FPL decisions. So that's the experts. So that'll be back much nearer Game Week 1, but further in advance. In like a week or two, I'll start to recruit again and get everyone's new IDs. So yeah, Gabriel Pulse, 70% no, 30% will. Which takes us to the most expensive player in FPL history. Haaland, 15.5 million. I guess these polls could sort of indicate ownership as well. So 30% Gabriel. What was Bruno? 67%. Poll is up on Haaland. Get your votes in. Oh, has that crashed? That's not good. Still live, but my crap. Alright, let me reload that. Yeah, for those asking, I don't know when FPL will launch, but I would imagine it'll be like within the next hour-ish. Maybe sooner, maybe longer. There we go, we're back. Did that poll go up? No. Let's do it again. Will you own Haaland? There we go. Poll is up. Any good Leeds FPL names? I did post an article like half an hour ago on my site with basically a list of FPL team names. So if you want to catch up on loads of stuff, I've wrote loads of articles like over the last couple of weeks. So that prediction, by the way, is looking right from that article. I might have even said today. Did I? I did. I'm predicting price reveals begin the week commencing the 20th of July and a launch on the 23rd of July, which is today. No insider knowledge as well. So anyway, there's a few articles there. I did one like half an hour ago, the best FPL team names, if you want to have a look through those. Loads there for inspiration while you wait. Whip out your phone, look on the FPL Focal app. I did one on the changes. I did one as well on players that could miss Game Week 1, because obviously those that had a deep progression in the World Cup probably missed Game Week 1. There's a mandatory 3-week rest period. So like the World Cup finalists and will definitely miss Game Week 1. Maybe the maybe the, what's it called? The bronze playoff thing. Cartel. So let's go back to Haaland. 15.5 million. How we doing, Mark? Good to see you, mate. The Cartel strikes again. You reckon it's going to launch at 3? Well, there's no way I'm going to be live all the way till 3, I don't think. Yeah, it'll be today. They tweeted earlier saying FPL's going down to update and it'll be back soon. And I've got for anyone that's just joined, I was saying at the start of the stream, I've got an auto refresher on, which is refreshing the FPL site in the background. And if the site goes live, it will play a sound because it detects that the website has changed. So you'll hear a sound when it goes live. Please don't change your stream music. No, I mean, it's a good playlist, and I'm really limited of what I can play during streams. Like, if I played any song that's copyrighted, then 100% of the stream revenue gets shared with whoever's song it is. It's a bit of a dodgy system, but it is what it is, so you have to be really careful of what you can play during streams. Oscar control people so good. You say that. I did one last night and it got some mixed responses. Let me find it. I posted because obviously they've been announcing all these new features, and I just did one that said, "What's the point in increasing prices if we just get more budget?" I was having to scroll through the replies. Some people were loving it as a good troll, and like, on Instagram, you can see how many people shared it, and you could see loads of people trolling their mates of it, but some people didn't take well to the prank. But no, the budget's not increasing to 110 mil. Porro will be bargaining this season. Yeah, so they've changed bonus to benefit fullbacks more now, so Porro could be a really interesting one. How's the bee farming? It's good. Yeah, bee farming's awesome. I did my first hive inspection a couple of days ago. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I don't know if I'll get any honey this summer, unfortunately, but yeah, it's really enjoyable. It's a peaceful hobby, definitely. Someone said I'm turning into Beckham, because you know he loves his farming. I've got my bees. Do you think Zolis will be a starter? I guess it really depends on how quickly he adjusts. Like, if he impresses from the get-go, then yeah, he'll be a starter over Martinelli. But I won't be going there game week 1. It's too risky. Obviously, Trossard is gone, so it's Martinelli and Zolis competing left wing. Like, Madueke can play there as well, but I think it'll be those two. No, I agree about what you said. What I was saying about what you said about the copyrighted music, but I think it should be like split in some way. As far as I'm aware, if I accidentally played a copyrighted song, then it's like the stream is just demonetized for me, and it goes to the person that I've played their music. I get what you mean. Your silence around Teddy is deafening. Is he alright? I gave him a chew just before we went live. He's alright. He's good. He had fleas a couple of weeks ago. I think they're gone, but he's a bit itchy still. Maybe Arsenal sign another left wing, because obviously they were initially linked with Rodgers and Barcola. We'll see. There's still time for Arsenal to sign another left wing. So 86% say they will still own Haaland, even though he's 15.5 million. 14% won't. What else have we got here? Some reclassifications. Most of these aren't that interesting. Lewis Skelly is a midfielder now. Krupi's a midfielder now. Lewis Potter's gone from defender to midfielder. Vifa's gone the opposite way, midfielder to defender. Marmouche has gone from mid to forward. I guess the main interesting one there is Krupi, forward to mid. Vifa as a defender is interesting, because he was so good last season for Defcon. But then obviously he won't get recoveries now, so maybe his hit rate won't be as good. Not sure. Yeah, because he ended up playing right back more than he played defensive mid for Brighton. Wonder what it'll be though, because maybe because of his DEFCONs he'll be 5 mil, which is too much. If he's 4.5 mil, he'll be a really interesting option. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're going to increase the price of all defenders just because of DEFCON. Because last season it was just all about DEFCON, wasn't it? Like, you had Gabriel become one of the top all-time scoring defenders because of all the extra DEFCONs. I think, who was it he beat? Was it Robertson? Or Van Dijk for the most points by an FPL defender in the all-time FPL Dream Team? How many points did you get last season? I'm actually not sure. 2,400 maybe, something like that. Can't remember. So yeah, a few new position changes there. And then the big one is they've added price changes to FPL. What does everyone think about this? So let's end the Haaland poll. Obviously before you had to go to like live FPL to get it. Do a poll on that. That's up now. So you'll now know if players you own are going to go up or down in price. The reason it's still called a predictor is because players have to get over the threshold. They have to get over 100% to go up or down. So let's say a player is at 95%. They're currently not there, but on the FPL site they could predict that they're going to end up at 105% of the threshold. Which means then they are predicting a price change, if that makes sense. So that's now going to be on the official app, and you'll know for certain if a player's going up or down. I think that's as... I know what you mean, too vague, but that's the only way they could do it. I think where it's going to be difficult, what happens if it's going right down to the wire? Price changes also, now they happen at midnight. It used to be at like 1:30 in the morning, UK time. But now it's at midnight, so that's good as well. Has anyone ever stayed up for price changes before? I've done it a couple times. But yeah, now you'll know by midnight if a player's gone up or down, and you'll know for sure on the FPL site, unless it's really close. You know, if a player's like 99.9 at 11:59, you just don't know if it's going to happen or not. Yeah, they've got like a colour system now. Very likely to rise, very likely to drop, and no expected change is the other one. RIP Live FPL. I mean, I still think it'll be heavily used. I suppose it's not going to get the same traffic. And I do feel for him. Like, he's an absolute pioneer, Ragaboli. The stuff he's built. You know, he made Live FPL something like 7 or 8 years ago, and then they're only just adding it now to the FPL site. And then like a couple of years ago, he decides to have a crack at price changes, and he just immediately builds the most accurate one that exists. But he's like incredibly smart. He teaches at MIT. But yeah, there's loads of stuff on his site that'll still be useful. Danny says it will 100% have a better UI and everyone will still use it. There's just loads of good stuff on there still. Hopefully they open the FPL API to still use price changes and live rank and that. In which case, third-party sites could still use those. But if they've closed that bit off, then yeah, I mean that'll be an absolute killer then. Yeah, exactly what Joe said. They changed the deadline timing just for price changes. At midnight every day, prices change. It used to be like about 1:30 in the morning UK time, but it seemed to sometimes be like a few minutes plus or negative from that. But yeah, now it's always the same time, and you'll know for sure if a player's going up or down. You missed the manager chip. That is a hot take. I've not heard many people say they missed the assistant manager chip. Yeah, it seems like most people are happy with the change. I think it's a good update as well. But I just hope they have the FPL API open so that, you know, other people can still use it on their site. Because if they've just gone in-house with that, then that really does kill it off for every third-party site, and you have to use the app only. Right, so yeah, still auto refreshing. So you know, if it goes live, we'll hear. Bergval's heading to Newcastle. So do you reckon Bruno G to Arsenal then? I only missed it because of Arsman. It was a messy chip. I quite liked it as well, but maybe that's biased because I did really well with assistant manager. I think I went Slot and then kept Slot another game and then Glasner, and I think there was like, I'm pretty sure there was like 2 double game weeks in 3 weeks, and I ended up getting about 48 points from the chip, and I got my best ever rank finish as well because of it. Newcastle could be in trouble this season. I mean, they're going to have a load of money because Tonali is gone. Gordon's gone. I mean, if they lose Bruno G as well, it's like a complete revamp, isn't it? How'd you do last season, Focal? I did alright, 25k. It was a bit of a frustrating end to the season though, because I started the season so badly. It was about game week 5. I was still about 5 million. And I was thinking this is going to be such a long, tough season now. Like, it's going to be so hard to recover this. And I did. I recovered it all the way to, I'm not sure what my highest rank was. 8k. I was 8k for a couple of weeks with about, I don't know, 8 weeks to go. But then it sort of just slipped backwards again to 25. But I finished on a green arrow, despite a -4 in game week 38. So that was fun. I brought Salah in. I thought I might have captained Salah as well. I can't remember now. In game week 38. 25k for someone that calls himself an expert is a horrible score. I think that's alright. What is that? 0.3% or something? Not sure. I think that's alright. I think 25k is a good finish. Out of whatever it was, 15 million. I'd be fairly pleased with that again. But obviously the goal always is top 10k, even though it gets harder every year. Can you build a quick team just to get a rough idea? We could do it on... I don't even know what the URL is. Let me try and find it. I saw Scout made... I don't even know where I'd go to do it. It's like a team builder. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we could have a go at that. We don't know exactly how spot on they'll be with prices and that, but does that fit on the screen though? Yeah. Maybe if I go, let me just stretch it like that. So they've got Raya as 6 million. Do you reckon it'll be 6? I'm not going Gabriel. So it has to be Raya or maybe Mascara. How do we use this? I've not used this before. Mascara. Where is he? Oh. What? They're not done Mascara? Okay. Goalkeepers 4 million or less. Jason Still. Trying to think of how I can just show this all on screen. Maybe I have to go like that. Is that better? So you can see the players on the right. Right, defenders. Any price. Will O'Reilly play game week 1? Munoz's 6.5 mil? Surely not. That sort of fits in just about, does it? Ish. It's not great. Yeah, I don't know if this will work. Virgil 6.5 mil. Gay 5.5 mil. I don't know if he'll be that cheap either. O'Reilly 6 mil. I think O'Reilly and Gay might be the same price. But it's not been updated with the new prices, so Semenyo 9 mil. Gibbs White 8.5 mil. Saka 10.5 mil. Haaland 15. That's wrong. Watkins 9.5. Surely Watkins might be 9.5. What was Trent's highest price? He was 8 mil. That was the most he ever was. Maybe we can just look at their predicted prices here and then see what we agree with and what we don't. I'm about to give up on this. Nah, I give up. I give up. Can't be asked for that. Yeah, he was 8 million. Definitely wants Trent. How much is Trafford? I think they're going to have to price Trafford like 5 million just in case he leaves, aren't they? Like, Donnarumma won't leave, but what if Trafford was to and they made him 4 mil? Maybe it'll be 4.5 actually. That'd be interesting. Go to FPL.team, they've updated the prices. It just doesn't fit in the stream very well, that's the problem. You can't see prices. I can show you that, but then you can't see prices. So why can't I just add Haaland though? How do I don't get how to use this. Oh. Like that. Haaland in. Well, let's say hypothetically we've got Bruno as well. Goalkeepers. So Raya is 6 million. I don't know if I'll spend 6 million on Raya. But then what? Where else do you go? Mosquera? Maybe 5.5. Let's chuck him in for now. Goalkeepers. Let's try going like 5 mil for a keeper. We've got Emi Martinez, Petrovic, Kelleher. So he's got good opening fixtures for clean sheets. Everton, Brighton. Maybe Lamans. Let's chuck him in. So backup keeper, let's fill that as well with a 4 mil. Wilson. Button. Let's put Button in. Right. Midfielders. What are they predicting for Rodgers? Rodgers. 7.5. If he's that, I think I have to have him for 7.5 mil. What are they predicting for Anderson? 7 mil? Let's put him in for now. Defenders. Trafford 5.5 mil. Hill 5.5 mil. I don't think I'd get either for that much. Maybe Kirkes, since they've buffed fullbacks a bit. And then need like a couple of cheap ones. I feel like I'm already running out of money here. Cash, 4.5 mil. What have they got for Thiago? So Watkins 9 mil. Thiago 8 mil. I mean, if he's 8 mil, I think I have to go for him. With a home fixture, game week 1 as well. I think I might go 3-5-2. I just think... What's his name? Is it Tim Bayer? He made a graphic of where the points would have been redistributed if this season's changes were in place last season. It was this guy. I'm sure it was. Not sure which graphic it was though, but I'm sure midfielders massively benefit from the changes. Yeah, I can't find it now. But he made a graphic, and I'm sure midfielders will heavily benefit. Because basically, you used to get -1 BPS every time you were tackled, and now you don't. Oh yeah, will do, Josh. Yeah, so you used to get -1 BPS every time you got tackled, but then now you don't. So midfielders potentially get a lot more bonus points. So I think for forwards, I'll go third forward, who's 4.5 mil. Oh, Gu's still 4.5. Let's go whoever this is, Destan. Alright, we're getting there now. Midfielders. I mean, Verts could be good. I don't think I'll go Rice. I think he'll be out for a while, won't he? What's Palmer? A 9.5. Oh, that'd be really tempting as well. Oh, Ross is in the chat. How we doing, Ross? Ross is going live in an hour, so maybe we'll finish around when he goes live, and then everyone go to Ross's stream. Gibbs White, 8 mil. What have I got left though? 21 mil. I might be out of money already. Let's go for a super cheap mid. I don't know if any of these will play. Aronson, McAllister, Mainu. Definitely not Dowman. Fernandez. Oh, if he's 5.5 mil, I think he could be good. Did you see that goal he scored in a friendly the other day? Yeah, I'm not sure exactly when it will launch, but I imagine it'll be fairly soon. Oh, thank you, Maka. Good to see you, mate. Refreshing the page frantically. If I don't get a 2-digit ID, I've failed. I found this browser add-on, Ross, which automatically refreshes a tab for you, and then it alerts you if anything on that tab changes. So I guess people normally use it for stuff like, you know, like ticketing websites and that. Like I used to use it every time I was in the Glastonbury queue, but I've got it loaded up and refreshing the FPL site here. So yeah, if the game launches, I think there'll be a sound through the stream. I mean, it's 3 minutes to 1. If they're planning to do it on the dot, then that'll be in 3 minutes. But I think it normally is a random time, isn't it? It's not normally a round time that it launches. Who is Destan? Oh, he plays for Hull. I thought that was Wolves then. I was a bit confused. Right. Defenders. Are there only 4.5 or 4 mils? Let's go Coyote, just on the basis of fullbacks getting a buff. What have we got left? Oh, 11 mil. Sweet. So we go a 4 mil defender. Don't know if any of these will play. Let's just go Achimpong. And then we've got, 7 mil left for a midfielder. Oh yeah, because we're going 3-5-2. That is right. Perfect. Midfielder 7 mil. Oh, none of these look good though. Tielemans, Dango. Let's go Dango for now. And then we go, okay. Right, I understand how it works now. Like that. There we go. What do we think? First draft. Not official. Whenever it actually launches, what I'll do, I'll just probably finish the stream if it goes live while I'm streaming. And then I'll do a first draft and make a video and all that. And kind of just have a look at what the price is. But there we go. So we'll go Haaland captain. Bruno. Actually, I think that actually looks really solid. For a first draft that I've done on the spot. I'm sure it'll all change completely by the time we get to Game Week 1. Like Arsenal might sign a centre back. Someone might be injured. Double Brentford attacks, maybe a bit all in. What's that midfield? Mate, you go Haaland and Bruno and see how much money you got left to play with. It is hard. Yeah, I've got Fernandez in here as well. I've got both Fernandez's. I want to captain Haaland there. Vice Bruno. There we go. And the other thing is I'm going to be working with Scout again this season. I think it's the 5th year now, and it's my 9th year as a member. So let me put a link in the chat. If you want to become a Scout member, they're doing 7 months free on the annual plan right now. So check them out as well. Brilliant Fantasy Football Scout. That's the link to become a member. I might need to update the notes and description. But yeah, it's 7 months free on the annual plan. So do check them out. Thoughts on Palestra? I don't actually know who Palestra is, if I'm totally honest. Who is Palestra? Will Zobo be on Liverpool? Oh, that's a good point. How much is Zobo? Yeah, he'll be on pens. Or is it Isaac? Oh, maybe it's Isaac. They've got him a 7.5 mil here. Yeah, if I had an extra 0.5 mil, I'd probably lose Dango and get Zobo, actually. Maybe a 4.5 mil keeper and Zobo makes more sense. Position, goalkeeper. Are any of these... What? Where's the 4.5 mil keepers? None of these look like they'll play. Still, Valdemarson, Marco Bizzo, Travers. Are they really reserving? Oh, I don't know then. There's none here. There's got to be actual 4.5 mil keepers. There always is on the actual FPL site when it launches, but there's none here. I'll leave it like that for now. Thoughts on Gabriel? Yeah, we were talking about Gabriel earlier. Like, I don't think I'll have him for 8 mil. I think I would rather have Haaland and Bruno or Haaland and Palmer, just so you've got 2 captain options. I don't think it's possible to go all 3. Haaland, Bruno, Gabriel. Maybe Haaland, Palmer, Gabriel is just about possible. No, it's not the real FPL. I mean, I can only imagine it'll be live soon, but it's not live at the moment. Because they tweeted about an hour or 2 ago saying FPL is currently down and back soon. I shall retweet it. There, 2 hours ago. The game is currently updating and will be available soon. Sol's announced. What will he be? He'll have to be like 7 mil, I think. It's so hard to price him because you don't know how well he'll do. Like he could hit the ground running. Like he's had some really good seasons in a row at Club Brugge. But can he translate that to the Prem? Like he didn't do particularly well at Norwich, but you know, if he does well at Arsenal, it's like 7 mil could be a joke of a price. But it's one of those. He might just be a rotation risk, and then he's not ready yet. Needs time to bed in. What streaming software do you use? I use OBS. He got like 80 goals and assists in 90 games at Bruges. Oh, he didn't do well at Norwich because Fark and him fell out. Oh, okay. Arteta's wingers always have bad output. Even the strikers. I mean, I think all the attackers at Arsenal is tricky. Like, obviously, if Havertz is injured, you go Gyökeres and vice versa. But outside of that, then again, even Marino's back. So I think the Arsenal attack's just a complete avoid. And then Rice, I don't know if he'll play the start of the season. So I think Arsenal will just be an avoid, besides maybe defenders. Like Saka definitely misses the start of the season. Thiago, 4 goals and 3 assists this season will hit like crack. Thoughts about Isak? Yeah, I feel like obviously Isak had a difficult first Liverpool season, but I still think depending on price, he could be a really viable option. Like, he'll get a price drop for sure. I don't know how low they'll go. You know, if he's like 9 mil, 9.5, I think he's a really good option as well. But where it gets tricky is then do you go Haaland, Isak and no premium mids? That's always difficult because if you've got no premium mids, then you can't easily hop around from one to the other. You need at least 2 transfers. Like, let's say Isak doesn't work out and you're like, oh, I should have gone for Palmer, or I should have gone Bruno. Then it's 2 transfers to downgrade Isak to free up the money. That's the risk. It's like the flexibility you get if you have a premium mid and a premium attacker. And that's why my gut feeling is just you go Bruno and you go Haaland, and you've got the most expensive players covered in both midfielder and up top. And then I think that, therefore, on that basis, Gabriel has to miss out. Yeah, DEFCON's still in the game. I thought they might change it a bit so it scales. You know, like, if someone hits DEFCON twice over, they deserve an extra couple of points, surely. Like, it was so rare that we saw someone get 24 DEFCONs in midfield, but they've left that the same. What time do we predict it will start? I'm going to go 1:22 PM. So what's that? 15 minutes. What's the software you're using to auto refresh? It is called, if I can find it, have I still got it open? Oh, did I close the tab? Where is it? Oh no, it's there. It's called, what is it called? Just called Tab Reloader. Firefox add-on. So anyway, yeah, loads of content coming over pre-season. Once the game launches, I'll do a first draft. I'll have loads of content coming this pre-season. So do hit subscribe. And if you haven't got the FPL Focal app, make sure to install that as well. QR code on screen there, or FPL Focal in the App Store. 500,000 used it last season, so do install the app as well. Use Auto Refresh Plus for Chrome. There you go. Auto Refresh Plus if you've got Chrome. Tab Reloader if you've got Firefox. The last refresh took 2 seconds longer than the others, and it got me off my seat. That's how you know you're an FPL addict. How much attention do you pay to players' minutes in pre-season? Not that much, to be honest with you. Because pre-season is also when managers give peripheral players more minutes than they normally would. Like, I remember there was that West Ham forward. What was his name? And he had an absolutely cracking pre-season. He was a 4.5 mil. It began with an M. What was his name? Oh, it's live. FPL's live. FPL's live. Done. It's live. There we go. They haven't even tweeted it officially yet. It's live. That auto refresher didn't make a sound though. What ID did everyone get? Alright, let me just close all these tabs now. Lacrosse, 6 million. Mate, all the defenders have gone up massively. Senesi is 6 mil. Thiago's only 8 mil. Rogers, 7.5 mil. Oh my days. Ooh. Ooh. Some good IDs. What did I get? 298. Oh, I'll take that. I'll take that. Let me announce it on Discord as well. There we go. I'll message my brother as well and say FPL's live. Right. Let's take a look at some prices. And then we'll wrap up. So yeah, Gabriel 8 million. Haaland 15.5. Welbeck 6 mil. Where's Isak? 9 million for Isak, mate. Oh, that's a good price. Foden 7 million. Is he? He's going to go for a purple patch at some point. Can't trust him to start every game though. Rogers 7.5 mil, I think has to be in. Zobozai is 7 mil. Yeah, Krupi 7.5 mil. We were right about that as well. Saka's 9.5 mil, no chance. Dewsbury Hall 6.5. Enzo 7 mil. But he's going to miss game week 1, isn't he? So you don't go Enzo. Yeah, it's not going to fit in quite right. I'll have to fix this later so it fits in the stream well. But Gay 6 mil. There's no chance to go Senesi for 6 mil. That's well steep. Frimpong's 5.5. Tarkovsky 6 mil. What's Mosquera? 5.5. Interesting. Got 6 mil left. Oh yeah, what's Raya? Oh, Raya's 6 mil, mate. Isak is 9 mil. That's really, really good. I think I go Isak instead of Thiago for 9 mil with Ekatike out. That feels right. But then no Bruno. Oh my god, this is going to be hard. My initial thoughts are Isak for 9 million is very good. Look, 23 goals, 6 assists and 34. 21 goals, 4 assists and 27. He can stay injury free, probably on pens. $39 ID. Noctambuli, how we doing, mate? Go to Game Week History to check your ID and it'll be in the URL. Got 5 mil left for a midfielder. Is there even anyone for 5 mil knocking about? No. God, look how bad the mids are this season. They've really pushed the prices up here. I don't think any of these are reliable starters. Christie, 5 mil. Kenny, no. Oh. Maybe you can't go Isak. I've got João Pedro, though. I think maybe no Isak. 4.5 mil forward. $9.5 mil. What's Palmer? 9.5 mil. Oh, I'm way over budget here. I've got nothing left and I need to fill a spot. Right, I think what I should do is wrap up, right? Start tinkering, work out a first draft, and then I'll do a video and that'll be out later today. So make sure you hit subscribe for that. That'll be out later today. And install the FPL Focal app as well. There's a link below for that. If you want to get premium, it's I can't remember how much it is now. It's been so long. It's like 70p a week or something, or 80p. Loads of stuff on there to help you with pre-season planning. So FPL Focal in the App Store, link below for that. Make sure you hit subscribe. We will wrap up there. That was a good first stream, and we timed it perfectly as well in terms of when to go live and when it launched. So that was good. 77p a week. There you go. If you want to support the app. So thank you very much, everyone. Have fun tinkering, and I will see you soon. Oh yeah, there's also a new outro slide. Check out the new outro. I'll see you very soon for the next one. Focal out.
De Bruyne's corner.